All right, we're back, and well, we just finished up this conversation with our friend. I don't remember her name, but we finished it, and I think she gave us some sort of uh, admission ticket to some sort of talk or something along those lines uh, with our previous boss, and she wanted me to go. So maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Maybe I can. Was there a way to find out a sip chat? Yeah, Nora. That's her name. That's her name. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Still not. Still can't access that. Well, um, let's continue then. Ooh, this is a nice apartment. What a day. Been a while since I've done that much in a single day. I really like this window. At least now I can relax. Hey Evelyn, it's Ray from the office. Just curious, what kind of cookies do you like? I don't like cookies on my computer, thank you. Well, bad joke. Let's move on. Cookies? Yeah. Uh, oh. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna have to make you know, a decision, a very, very thought through decision here. So what do I like? I am a cookie person, so that's not gonna be it. Uh Chocolate chip is too easy. Oatmeal raisin, Russian tea cakes, I don't know what that is. Plain sugar cookies, just too boring. Ginger snaps, I think I know what that is, but that's not something I've had too much experience with. Macadamia nut and white chocolate chip sounds nice. Not try that either. Shortbread cookies. I actually have some. I just made it today. I have some here with caramel and chocolate, and they're delicious. Also, coconut in the chocolate. Yummy. Anyway, digestive biscuits, always a classic. Macaroons. I never really felt or understood why macaroons was such a thing. I feel like they're more, or macarons. I might be saying that wrong. Now I'm actually doubting if I got it right. So macarons are those that comes in different colors and they have this crazy presentation, right? Because those are the ones I'm talking about. Those are the ones where I feel like uh, they they're more about presentation than um, taste. But if it's the other kind of cookies, they're fine. I don't know if I'm gonna put up a picture to explain what I'm saying here, but anyway, moving on. Peanut butter cookies. Not really a thing here either. I think shortbread cookies is gonna be my thing. That was the most important decision of this Let's Play, I'm gonna tell you. Those are nice. I bake cookies for the team now and then. And I try to mix it up so everyone gets their favorite at least once. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's no big deal. The thing about baking is once you start, it's pretty easy to just keep going. Well, yeah, maybe, I don't know. You have everything out, so you might as well do multiple batches. Well, I'm not sure I agree. And the cleanup takes more or less the same amount of time. I'm not sure I agree. I like baking too. It's fun. Yeah, meaningful conversations, huh? Baking, huh? Cooking in general is something I feel like I could try to get better at some point. Ooh, Nora, again. So nice to see you today. Thanks for letting me know about Soren. That's Søren in Danish. You know, because we have AØO. Look it up. Kollektivet. Those are not Danish, but it applies to Denmark as well. No problem. We should do that more often. Hang out, you mean? I know I said I don't miss working at a big company, but I do miss our old crew sometimes. Yeah. I write software for myself now. It's so much better. Come to my show, though. You're coming, right? Please come. Please. 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 Nora. What? Well, writing software for yourself is all fine and dandy. I mean, I write software, or I code myself. I have small projects that I work on that's not really productive. It's just something I do for fun. But it doesn't, bring in the money. So if you have some other way of getting money, fine. But otherwise, it's not really sustainable. It's a bad look to beg like that. Good thing I don't care about bad looks. True. Okay, now I'm really exhausted. Why is even just texting with people such an effort? Okay, let's look around here. Books. A lot of books. I should tidy up the shelves at some point. Yeah. Some of these books still spark joy, don't they? I hope they do. Man, she's really hard hit with that depression thing, or what I think has been a depression. Some of these clothes I've had since college. Wish I could reinvent myself like Nora. Not that I would know how. Reinvent, yeah, well, you don't need to have this drastic change to, kind of move on with your life. It can happen gradually as well. I guess that's how my changes throughout my adult life happened. Those have been sitting there like that for a long time. I meant to put them up. Not sure what I'm waiting for. I get that feeling. I don't really feel like doing anything. What happened? I used to have so much energy. I'd stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning writing code. Then I'd be up again at 8, ready to pick up right where I left off. I'm not sure who that person was. Well, people change. Nothing new? No. I need to stop checking my phone. I swear, I don't check my phone as much in real life as I do here. It's just because these apps are just so different and interesting. 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how hot or cold that is. I do Celsius. I'll just go to bed now. You do that. Chapter 2. One Mind 2.0. Escalating the wellness revolution. No wonder Nora didn't want to come here. I'm not sure I could take something like this seriously myself. Maybe that's why Soren is successful and I'm not. Because he can keep up the bullshit? I don't know. Am I late? Looks like the talk is already happening. Oh. This place is packed. I'll just stand at the back.
So, to get back to my original point.
Yeah? Oh, let me just check this. No, wait, I'll wait.
The current state of the art is AI-driven counseling, typified by apps like Eliza. Let's talk about the model here for a second.
He looks a little haggard. I wonder if he's okay.
It all begins with data. You collect all the data you can.
Face and head tracking, expression, audio analysis, speaking fraction, speech dynamics, NLU, sentiment analysis, higher order interference, transparency mode, email and chat histories.
From base level metrics like heart rates, body temperature, blood pressure, to higher order metrics like hand movement, head movement, gaze aversion. If the client lets you, you'll want to pull from their digital life too, their message histories and email, their search histories, and online behavior.
Basically, no privacy at all.
It's all potentially valuable.
Yeah.
Then you compare the client's responses to relevant data from thousands of other clients and build a model of the client's psychological state. This approach has worked well so far. Eliza is still the best and most advanced version, but that's just my personal opinion. For those of you who don't know, I was the team lead and chief psychologist for the Eliza project at Skandha for a number of years.
Taking credit for all of it, I see.
Now, even though this is a proven approach, there are two weaknesses I'm going to highlight. One is the data I was just talking about. You're completely dependent on that.
So, what does it say? Eliza corpus. Well, response generation, real-time input, syntactic lexical analysis, mental state inference, and response generation. Yeah, so it's classic, it's a classic, cycle, learning cycle, an AI.
Collect as much as you can, sure, but it's important to keep in mind that you can have all the data in the world and still not understand why things work the way they do. And that's important for us to know, because if we have something that works, but we're not sure why, then what do we actually understand about ourselves?
The thing is, we don't really understand ourselves yet, at least. If we did, we would have an AI that replicated us now, I think. I mean, of course, I'm excluding a few steps. It would not be that easy, but we would be going in that direction, and we're not. Right now, AIs are just, let's guess, and look at the results, and just guess some more and see if the results improve. That's basically machine learning right now.
The crucial step after data is the model. The data needs to be used to validate a model. If you can't make a model, you're finished.
Well, obviously, the model is the thing. That's the core of it.
If that sounds like basic, obvious science to you, it is. But
Yeah.
I was surprised to find out just how many people from the tech sector don't think this way.
How?
I suppose you don't need to understand why something works in order to make it into a product and sell it.
What? Oh, capitalism. God damn you.
Obviously, though, if you had mastery of the underlying details, you'd be able to adjust the process and potentially make it work even better.
Of course. The audience is getting impatient. Clearly, they're expecting something big. Jesus Christ, we've been here for like a minute, and people are already getting impatient. I mean, what is up with this attention span? It's even worse than it is for people today.
One further note while I'm discussing modeling. Many of the startups trying to address mental health right now are completely ignoring the insights provided by the field of traditional psychology. They do so at their own peril. Many of you know already, but as a brief personal aside, I was a professor of psychology before I joined the tech world.
Oh, interesting.
I'm continually stunned at how little the tech heads know or even care about the hundreds of years of psychological research that has gone on in my field.
But it's a complex field, isn't it? I mean, of course, I would want people who create AIs to care, but expecting them to know, that might be a bit much.
That's something I can talk about at length, perhaps another time. For now, I'll move on to the other weakness I mentioned. This is the real one, the big one. It's treatment. A system like Eliza can tell what's wrong with a client to a certain level of accuracy, but it doesn't quite know how to turn that into a comprehensive treatment plan.
How can it actually say what's wrong with clients to a certain level of accuracy if we can't even do that as humans? Is it possible that in this world that we've evolved psychology so much that you can directly diagnose people, quickly without them getting thrown through the system like for years before you find out what's wrong with them?
It can suggest therapeutic programs and activities, and soon it might even issue its own prescriptions without having to go through a doctor or a psychiatrist.
Oh. That sounds like possibly a slippery slope.
Well, as long as the FDA continues to look upon us favorably.
Yeah.
But those are blunt instruments compared to what I'm going to talk about next.
Oh. Maybe this is it. Is he going to go where I think he is?
Many of you know there's a technology still in its infancy called direct stimulation.
I had not heard of that.
For those of you who haven't heard of it, direct stimulation is a way of creating sensations within the brain with targeted electrical impulses.
Oh, interesting. So a provocation of the brain. Interesting. Real-time input, mental state inference, extension. Ooh.
Imagine an augmented reality headset, but instead of working on your eyes, it stimulates the brain in such a way as to induce a specific dream.
Oh, this is getting dangerous. If you start messing with the brain without actually knowing what you're doing, that could be fucked up.
A spring meadow, for example. This sounds fantastical, I know, but progress on this technique has been occurring faster than you think. We're actually quite close to a workable demonstration model.
Also, mind control comes to mind. Because if you can do this to people, you get exceptional power over them. So this is very dangerous.
How is that possible? Well, first of all, we only suggest an overall feeling. Your own brain does most of the work, just as it does in your dreams. It fills in all of the visual details using its own set of memories and expectations.
Ah, so this is what everyone came to hear.
Induced dreams via direct stimulation can contain all the therapeutic content of VR therapy without the need to create realistic graphics or other content.
That makes sense.
Instead, it harnesses the brain's creative power to dream up the situation for itself.
Yeah, in a way, that would probably be better than creating an artificial image, with graphics, because it might not flow with the brain.
Combine that with the insights we gain from parametric therapy systems like Eliza, and you have a complete end-to-end, fully automated system. It should be clear now that this heralds a revolution in how we treat, how we think about mental health.
Still sounds dangerous to me.
And with mental health challenges on the rise across the globe, it couldn't come at a more crucial time. So, that's why today, right here, I'm announcing Aponia, a new company to make induced dreaming a reality. and end human suffering as we know it. I should note that I remain on good terms with Skandha. In fact, they're a minority investor in this new venture. But still, I'm very much going my own way on this. It's no secret that Rayner and I don't always agree. And that's why we mutually decided I should pursue this paradigm shift on my own. As for details on the venture itself, I don't have anything specific to announce at this time other than that the technology is real and working in prototype form already.
Already is not the word I actually want to hear here. You know, it should be extensively tested, and it should not just be developed by some private firm, because you don't know their interests. There should be some sort of regulation on it.
But you can be sure to hear more from me on that soon. Thank you.
Of course, I can't, you can't keep a private firm from developing it, but you can stop them from actually, having the power it holds by just not publishing it. As Soren finishes up, people hold up their phones to take photos and video. This feels more like a press conference than a talk.
Now, I can take a very limited number of audience questions.
Yeah, your time is very valuable, right, Soren? The crowd starts to surge toward him. He's going to be mobbed. My plan to find him after the talk isn't going to work. I need to get out of here.